All right. Buckle up your seatbelts, boys, because this video is going to be a good one. So me and my friends are at the gym, and there's this one gym girl in particular with us, right? Okay, she's pretty good looking, I won't lie to you, but yeah, we're doing pull-ups, and as my friend finished his, I remember he only did like 4 or 5 reps, not that many, right? As soon as the girl noticed that, she started like jokingly like making fun of him. She didn't mean like be rude or anything, but we were just like fucking around, right? So I remember I stood up for my friend and I said something in the lines of, oh, shut up, I bet you can even do one pull-up. And as I said that, I remember she looked at me. She looked at the pull-up bar that's above my head. She looked at me again, and once again looked at the pull-up bar, and she was, believe me when I tell you, she was convinced that I wouldn't even be able to reach it. She literally said that I wouldn't be able to reach the bar if I jumped for it. And all of my friends, we all started laughing at this point because for those who don't know me and haven't been watching this channel, I've been playing basketball for 2 years. So even though I'm like 5'7", I'm like on the shorter end, I still have a pretty good bounce, right? I can still jump pretty high. So I remember I jumped up and I literally hanged on the pull-up bar with like one arm, and I literally fucking stared her down like this. And this is where the story gets a little bit funny, right? Because as I'm staring her down like this, like fucking hanging with one arm, she literally says, damn. And this is just downright funny, right? As soon as he said that, I grabbed onto it with both of my arms and I started to do my set. And I'm pretty comfortable with pull-ups, right? I can usually do like between 12 to 16 on the first set. So you know, I'm pretty good at these. And I remember I was like busting out pull-ups, and I see her looking at me again, and she's once again said like, damn. And to make all of this even funnier, right? At the very end of the set, when I couldn't do more pull-ups, I did a skin the cat. It's like a calisthenics move where you like do a whole rotation on the barbell, and it's a move that if you don't know much about calisthenics, it looks pretty difficult, right? I'll tell you what, right now it's not really that difficult once you get the hang of it, but it looks pretty difficult, right? So as she was standing there, literally fucking staring at me with eyes like this, like seeing me do all these like different moves on the pull-up bar, once again she like stared at me. And as she was about to say damn for like the 3rd time, I remember I fucking winked her like this, and then like I jumped off the barbell. Like, for some reason it sounds a little bit cringe when I speak about it out loud, but I swear to God, it felt so smooth in real life. Okay, I could literally see like her blushing on her face. Of course, like I got the number right after it was fucking piss easy, right? But the point that I'm trying to make is there is one trait that if you're able to master it, you're gonna have stories like this literally every single workout, and it's genuinely, it makes conversations 10 times easier, and it's something that I am 100% sure you're already familiar with, but I'm gonna try to speak about it in a way which will give you a new perspective about it. The one skill that you need to absolutely make conversations with women, with guys, with anybody in general, really like 10 times easier, you know what you need? You need confidence, my guy. Would I've been able to pull off that story we just talked about if I didn't have confidence? If I was still the same shy little guy as I was before I started lifting? Rather not, right? I would have most likely stood beside my friends, not saying much, just sitting there awkwardly silent. That wouldn't do much, right? That wouldn't result in any attraction by no means. So if you're able to level up your confidence, why did I forget the word? If you're able to level up your confidence, my friend, it's going to become 10 times more easier for you, because you can genuinely forget all the advice that's on the internet. You can forget all that stuff when people tell you to reply to her text, 5 minutes late, or act like you're James Bond around. Like, that stuff kind of works, but I promise you, as long as you have a shit ton of confidence in yourself and you know what you're doing, that's a very attractive trait to have. And to back it up, I'm gonna give you a little example of a little bit of a mindset switch to how you should look at confidence, because most of you, if you're watching this video, you're likely not that confident, right? You don't have that much confidence when speaking to other people. So I wanted to teach you something that will actually change your perspective on how to gain confidence, because the way that I like to think of it, this is something that I came up with myself, so I hope I can get a little bit of credit for it. To become more confident, you need to be more competent. Sounds like a little bit of a mind game, but what that means is for you to develop confidence at something, you need to get better at it, right? It's a very logical thing to say. Like, you're probably sitting there listening to this, and you're like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? But think of it this way, right? Imagine you have 2 guys. One of them has been lifting weights for a very long time, right? He's been lifting for I don't know how long, a couple of years, right? And put him next to a skinny dude who's never touched a dumbbell. The only exercise he had in his life was push-ups at PE. So like very unathletic, right? You tell both of these guys to do the exact same workout, who's gonna smash it? Who's gonna do better in the workout? Well, the more experienced guy, the better looking guy. Why? Because he's done far more workouts in his life. He already knows the drill. It's to him, it's like any other workout. It's just another training day. But for this guy, the guy who's barely ever trained in his life, bro, he's gonna be terrified of doing that stuff. I promise you. So this guy's gonna have the edge over him because of experience. He's far more developed in that realm. So of course, why the fuck am I stuttering? Of course, it's gonna be much easier for him to act confident throughout the workout because he's already done it more times than the other guy, right? The same mindset applies to a lot of different scenarios, my friend. So for you, for example, to develop more confidence in social situations, so speaking to women, speaking to a group, speaking to an audience, you need to be more social. You need to speak to more people. And yes, with doing that comes that little bit of discomfort, right? But this is something you have to go for you to genuinely develop, my friends. See, we have fucking bitch. We have the most growth when we're in struggle, right? We tend to grow the most when we're doing something that we don't want to do, right? You already know this is another concept that I'm pretty sure you're pretty familiar with, right? Oh, we grow the strongest when we're in struggle. You're already familiar with that shit, right? So I don't want to repeat myself. However, when you put yourself in these uncomfortable situations more often, you're gonna quickly notice that the growth you end up having is much faster as if you were to stay in your little comfort zone. So the best way you can practice being more confident is you need to put yourself in situations that require a little bit of confidence that you already have. You need to find ways to slowly expand the bubble of your confidence, right? I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the concept of stepping outside of your comfort zone. As I just said, right? I don't want to repeat myself over and over, but you don't want to genuinely stretch the fucking ball, the area of your comfort zone. You don't want to immediately run for the task that's completely out of your reach because you're going to fail. You're going to fail, right? You already know this. So the easiest way for you is to slowly expand the whole thing so your overall confidence starts to develop instead of you just chasing after the one thing. So start off with the small tasks that you know are going to be hard for you. If you're really struggling with social skills and you want to start cold approaching girls, start off with just starting a conversation with them. You don't immediately have to go for the fucking number because you probably will fail anyway. But start off with just asking for hey, how many sets you have on this? Start with the basic shit. Just get familiar, get the hang of actually doing that. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna go after the big goal immediately, most of you are gonna fail. And I'm saying this respectfully, of course. By no means, and am I trying to affect you? I'm just telling you the downright truth. For most of you, you're gonna struggle very hard. So the best way for you to do it is you need to develop experience in that realm. It's like a fucking video game, right? You need to develop fucking XP points for you to level up the skill. Simple, right? So yeah, what are some things you could do? I'm trying to come up with some actionable steps for you. I just gave you the example at the gym. Oh, I got an amazing idea. One thing you should definitely consider if you're a student, right? Because I'm assuming that most of you who are watching this video are similar to my age, right? It's 15, 16, maybe a little bit younger. But one advice I can give you, and you're probably gonna say that, oh, this contradicts it, and I don't agree with it. You're a bitch. You're a bitch if you disagree. But in my opinion, one of the best ways to develop your confidence is to be more active at school. What does that mean? Raise your fucking hand at class when you know the answer. I swear to God, this is something that I do a lot myself. And every time I catch myself doing it, I just feel this little bit of guilt. Because I feel like a coward, right? I knew the answer. I've had the opportunity to have my little bit of attention, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I had the fear of, oh, what if I say something wrong? Trust me when I tell you, brother. Being active at school, raising your fucking hand, as people call it, it is a win-win situation, no matter how it goes. After a little mindset switch I'm going to give you again, it's a win-win situation, no matter what happens, okay? So essentially, if you raise your hand, right, and you know the answer, and you ended up saying it, and it was the correct answer, great, you said the correct answer. But even if it was wrong, and I don't fucking know, the whole class starts laughing at you, the teacher says that you're fucking stupid, guess what? That's actually a good thing. That is a good thing because what you were chasing after was that discomfort that came from doing that thing to begin with, right? That discomfort is what's going to develop you, right? Because you're putting yourself in situations which you've never been before. So the next couple of times you're going to give the wrong answer in class or anywhere, really, it's not going to be that difficult. It's not going to be as scary to you anymore because you've already gone through that experience, right? So I swear to God, bro, this is something that you have to go through, but I promise you, matter of fact, I fucking guarantee you this, like literally handshake. If you were to be more active in class, raise your hand more often when you don't feel like it, you would develop a shit ton of confidence. But there are thousands of ways to develop your confidence, right? Generally, you want to get better at the thing that you're trying to be more confident in. Remember what I said in the beginning, right? To be more confident, you need to be more competent. You need to be more capable. You need to be more experienced. You need to be more developed in that realm that you're trying to get better at. That's how you get confidence. So yeah, that's a pretty simple video, really. I hope this advice sticks with you. And if you want to know more about this topic and talk to me directly, ask me more questions. Maybe I made something that's not clear in this video that you would like to more know about. Join the Discord. Join the Discord, my friend. If you want to hang around an amazing community of like-minded people who are all on self-improvement, and we all strive to become the best versions of ourselves. And I promise you, my friend, that my community, my tribe, it is the right place for you. You will end up having an amazing time here. Plus, we host voice calls very often, so if you really want to talk to me directly, like this is, I'm pretty sure this is the right place for you. But yeah, if not, you can like, comment, do whatever you think is right. Honestly, I'm not gonna fucking force you to do anything. Give this video whatever you think it deserves, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, take care, brother.